Good evening. The Black Metallurgist here for another non-black metal oriented review. This time I've given in to peer pressure. I'm going to do Lady Gaga. Okay, sue me. It's called Born This Way. It was released this year. Everybody knows that. Blah, blah, blah. All kinds of hype. Anyway, 2011 has been the year of the big, fat, bloated disappointment. Will Lady Gaga be another casualty? Let's see. I've read some reviews, I've seen some video reviews of this album, and everybody's saying the main reason they don't like this album or it annoys them is because of what they call 80s nostalgia. Now, many of the reviewers, I don't even know if they were born in the 80s, and so they might have this different kind of view of what the 80s actually contained. But if they were alive in the 80s, such as I was, I know that this album is nothing like the 80s at all. In fact, it harkens back to a different decade, and that is the 90s. This album, if it was 80s, would probably sound a lot better. But like I said, it's the 90s. It's Eurodance, and not the catchy Eurodance like Ace of Base. More so like bands that you'd like to forget even existed, like Hadaway or Culture Beat or La Bouche, La Clique, Le Suck. All of those bands. There's a reason why we as Americans don't know this music, because it's awful and only Europeans really like that stuff. I don't know who this DJ White Lightning or White Shadow is. I think it's Steve Aoki. That's just a theory. But they enlisted him, and every single song has the same kind of electric beat. It's very predictable. Goes down the same route. Pretty much every song is subjected to this treatment. And by, I think there's like 14 songs, but the multiple special editions, there's anywhere between 17 to 20 songs, special tracks, Japanese imports, blah blah blah. Every song has that treatment. It's just tedious. If she's not relying on throwbacks to the 90s Eurodance, she's relying on cheap gimmickry. And this happens in 3 or 4 songs. There's a song called Americano, which is south of the border gimmickry. There's another one called You and Me, which is Dresden Dolls gimmickry. And that was produced by Mutt Lange to make it even more depressing. There's another song called Bloody Mary. Oh, you know what? I got the songs reversed. Bloody Mary is Dresden Dolls gimmickry. You and Me is Taylor Swift countrified fail. So anyway, it's all gimmicks. It's obviously she's run out of ideas, so she's just trying to cannibalize just a sound without not really investing the time and understanding the origins of the sound or the feeling. It just sounds really forced. This is really depressing to me because I really like the Fame and the progeny of the Fame, or the Fame monster. I even like some of her earlier stuff too. So I was really looking forward to this album and thought it would at least deliver the kind of pop hooks that we were used to. And with songs like Judas and the title track, and I think there might be a couple other songs on there that are listenable, but still they still have annoying parts. Like Judas is a good song, but there's also kind of a chunk of that song that's kind of annoying. Born This Way is a good song, but it sounds like another song we've heard a zillion times. Probably the best song in the album, in my opinion, is the lead-off track, which is Marry the Night, because it's just a good club song. If you're into that, it's probably the strongest song on the album. Like I said, this is very depressing. I kind of shed a tear when I think about Lady Gaga renouncing her American citizenship. She is now a global citizen, and she's bowing down to her European overlords, which is a very depressing thing indeed. Pretty sure that she's going to be another casualty of 2011, the big, fat, bloated disappointment category. So if you love your overpaid, politically correct divas in overdrive, then go ahead and plop down your money and pay for this. But if you don't want to spend your hard-earned cash on what is basically an EP with a whole bunch of album filler built around it, steer clear of this, and I think you've made a wise choice. I give this a 2 out of 5.